like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Green 18. Check. Watch tight end.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on third down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. They're confident.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Down. 15 line. 15 line. Walk top. Tight down.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check three. 6 guys, 61, matchbox lights.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A 3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Rodgers. Jones has it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
At the 17-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got it open there, and it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Rodgers to throw once more. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's the backup Stafford. Finding room at the 30. Open man is Galladay, complete. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Protein spill. 59.
Stafford on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Monday.
On first down, it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Here's Stafford. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Get track. Showing up. 150.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Lady! Stay 50, stay 50.
The first down carry here for Johnson. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
32!
They go to Johnson again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 46 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll go again to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Flip it down. Fight 51. Mike,
from the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Lady! Stay 50, stay 50. Hey, you got 3 down.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready. 180.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing to Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's It's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Packers 27, Lions 20. Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to find Graham. Complete. The 30. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham, 78 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford now a desperate, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here down.